Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and it's time for some more Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Now, we have managed to make it up to the Dwarven Tunnels, and our first enemy group is comprised of 2 Dwarven Berserkers and 1 Warrior. 2 Berserkers are going to be rather painful. Let's have a look in the Humanarium. So, the Berserker is actually a very interesting opponent. The more unique features of the way he works were originally an error in his coding way back during the alpha, and the developers liked it so much that they kept it and adjusted it so it was nowhere near as overpowered as it was. Now, the Berserker won't run away. He takes 30 stress every round, but for every 10 points of stress damage he has taken, his damage goes up by 1. So literally, his damage is ramping down at an extreme rate, which might make you think, oh yeah, look, we can go for a stress kill, right? However, his damage is ramping up as well. Now, he's got nothing by way of protection, really, but the sheer damage output means that he has to be focused down hard and fast. And having 2 of these little buggers in our way is going to be very awkward indeed. Now, yes, when his stress is all the way down to the bottom, he can be taken out by stress kills. However, he's just as easy to take down, well, just as difficult to take down the stress kill as other opponents are. So I wouldn't want to send a stress team against him specifically. It might even be easier to go for a physical damage kill. Now, the Dwarven Warrior, on the other hand, is rather more traditional. He uses an axe and shield, and uses the shield to gain additional armor and resistance, which ramps him up quite a bit, makes him a bit more on the defensive side. So maybe having some kind of magical attacks which would go through armor would be good. With 65 Diggers' Souls, is there anything I would like to build? I think I'm saving them to upgrade the excavation. Or possibly the library. But that would require more souls than we already have. It's also possibly just worth completely ramping up the obelisk to get all the other things faster. Alright, so, a predominantly physical damage team. This team may very well do it. One of these 2. This team could possibly have a good go at it. I don't think this team would. I think the Shade and Banshee combination would suffer. Alright, so the Berserker deals very high damage, which means the Lost Soul might be a good idea. However, the Lost Soul doesn't have much by way of personal protection or personal health. So that might not be good. It might be better to just go in with this team. Is there anyone here really vulnerable? I think I will send this team, which means I have leveling to do here. Let's focus on improving the levels of lower level minions. In fact, these 2. And I should seriously consider using a number of spells at my disposal. Now, because these are new opponents that we haven't seen in this playthrough yet, on this difficulty, I might want to use an artifact or 2. Yeah, I'll use the Mimir.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
So, of course, in Norse mythology, Mimir knew many things, and Odin kept the severed head of Mimir and would ask it questions, and it would answer. Let's go fight some dwarfs. And hope we don't lose a minion. Oh, he's got a block as well. That'll be fun. Oh, joy. Damage already. So as you can see, the berserkers are taking damage, and we should absolutely... let's see. Physical on... yeah.
Impale this wretch!
I mean, they gotta go, right? And let's deal some damage to everyone. That was done less for the healing and more for the damage output on foes. And he is now toughened up. 6 armor and 6 resistance, taking him up to 15 each. Oh, joy. I don't think stress killer is the right way to go here. Actually, let's think about Iratus for a moment and watch her become more violent. Okay, skeleton, you know what to do. Hit that buff.
Carve open their husks!
We'll go for... Nope, igniting mixture. Let's light a fire in their hearts. And yes, the damage is ramping up. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, let's just do this again then. Because we can, and we really need to put these little chaps down fast before they do an awful amount of damage to us. And trust me, in certain party combinations they can do a lot. Oh, wow, ow, that's bad. Okay, we can't cannonball just yet. 12 damage, 14 health, that's not very good, is it?
Have a warm end, my friend.
Let's just make sure he won't give us any more trouble, shall we? I could have gone with the buckshot, but it didn't feel quite right. Okay, skeleton, I need you to charge up there and smack into it. There's a theory to this. It's not a very good theory. I mean, it might be. Oh, that is good. 12 and 10 health, and yeah, they're both dead. Okay, well, we need you to toughen up fast. And I hope you survive.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like?
Nice.
Pathetic.
And then we'll hit him with a sword. So the Dwarven Warrior is kind of equally vulnerable to stress kills and physical health kills. However, of course, his armor and resistance, which we have currently reduced significantly. Sure, we'll just bang. Mean that
A
he's
sad display for mortal kind.
kind of equally protected, well, equally durable against both, equally vulnerable. So a delectable part. When a minion dies, oh, I don't think I want to use that much. Shackles of War. Enemies can't escape or become inspired. You know, that could be very useful for us. For now, though, we have minions who may have gained levels. We have minions who definitely gained levels. Let's enjoy all of that. We're going to need to do some healing. And, hey, there's... oh, dormant minions. Okay, so this is where we ask ourselves, what minions do we want? Wraith or Banshee, Lich or Vampiress, Mummy, Shade, Lost Soul, Headsman. I still want to build one of these, so yeah. Blood Phantasm. It is a shame I don't get to have enough minion slots to use all the minions. I mean, basically it's almost anything I want, right? So if I pop these two in here for a moment, I can say, why hello there, friendly minion. We're going to put you to work in a building very soon. Oh, excellent. Lich, Bone Golem. I can't remember if we still need a Bone Golem for anything, so I'll take the Lich. And he could easily go to... Yes, we'll do that. Or can we pop him in here? No, we'll just put him in here then. Iratus, you're going to learn from one of your former students.
Infused with soul.
So now we can pull these back out of here and have some fun with our minion levels and our new talent point. Right, are there any level 1 talents I don't have yet? No, so I'll be saving it towards one of the more advanced talents, which cost... So, 2 on this row, 3 on this row, 4 on the bottom row. Alright, so Elsinore, what have we not been using of you enough? The Flames of Love. Well, they need to be she needs to be further forwards to that, so it's not going to happen too often. Will you think of him? For the more protracted battles, that could be very good. So, starts with 10 attack and dread. So here we have 10 attack and dread, but Iratus gains 16 spell power for 3 turns, or 14 attack and 14 dread. This will also come with 1 attack, so it'll boost up her attack as well. This will come with dread, which will boost get away from him. So that can go 7, that can go 5. So the dread focus may be better. The additional spell power we can definitely gain from. But are we going to use spells that often? And using it as a prepper before casting spells could be very useful. Or do I go for the pure physical attack and damage? That's a bit of a tough one. Almost worth upgrading another skill while I think about it. Or I should do it now. Okay, let's see. We're going for heavy damage already. So we almost don't need it as much because we got it covered elsewhere. Yeah, I want to go for the extra spell power.
Serve me well, my minion.
Because this will basically help me to see if I remember to use it or not. Right, and since we are going for lots of crits with her, I should boost that. Or, no, I'll go for a damage this time first. There we go. Okay, Braxtor, the skeleton. I don't use Astounding Fortitude enough anymore because it tends to make the skeleton too easy to get focused down by enemies, because that happens a lot anyway. Speaking of which, can I get him health? I can, let's do that. Excellent. And upgraded 4 and 3. Maximum of 10 each. Okay, fine. Ignores armor and block. Ignores armor and can't miss. This will give him armor.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Nice and easy choice. Okay, Dreknik, the replacement zombie. I do like to use bombardment, so I should be upgrading that. Okay, we have Abyssal Bombardment, which is physical damage, or Shock Charges, which is magical damage. So magical damage bypasses armor. There's a lot of armor on this level. The dwarfs overall are heavily armored, not so good at resisting stress. But on the later levels, there will be enemies who are good at resisting stress. So... and I think I want to keep it physical for now. Sure. And for an upgrade, we could almost save that point, give him a bit more armor, because armor or health would be very good for the zombie. The zombie cannot upgrade his health. And since we've literally avoided virtually his only possible stress skill, well, no, that's not true. I think he might have one more possible stress skill. We're not going to need to upgrade his dread very much. He has plenty of resistance already. Could maybe do with a bit more accuracy. Luck and evasion, yeah. Well, I think we'll save his level points, to be honest. Okay, Argul. We've upgraded Butcher to Crimson Feast, so I would like to upgrade Savage Instincts, because these two skills, you know, this one moves her backwards, this one moves her forwards. Alright, let's see. Deals 80% physical damage, deals an additional 3 to 4 damage for each buff or debuff on the target. deals 83 to 4, so that hasn't changed. A critical hit will deal a lot more damage, but I don't know how much damage a critical hit would deal without this. The game does not give a lot of information about critical hits. It gives information about extra stuff you get on critical hits, but a normal critical hit without any of these doesn't tell you anything about what it's going to do. So this one, instead, deals additional damage for each buff or debuff on the target. So this is a very situational choice. Are my enemies going to buff each other a lot? Maybe. Am I going to debuff them a lot? Does the Mummy's Curse cancel debuff? I don't believe it does. The Lich isn't going to debuff too much, so I think I should go for Savage Cunning.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
My apologies for burping there, I've had a lot of baked beans earlier. Alright, initiative on the ghoul could be interesting. Sure, let's try that. Maybe save up to get her some blocks, because she is vulnerable to being focused down. Which means we should probably get her a lot more evasion as well. Right, Eddie, the Edgeless Edsman. You can't upgrade attack, or vigor, or armor. We'll get him a better resistance then. And we should probably upgrade his accuracy a lot. Alright, let's look at our map. What do we got? Where are the elite enemies to avoid? Okay, so this path looks very promising with the cultists and the Digger's Souls. And if we come up here, that's an elite group. This way is not an elite group. There's another bunch of cultists. And we come up through here. Either of these ways. This way, yes, I believe I looked at this path before that. There's a very nice path. I like that path. Let us explore it together. Alright. 2 warriors and 1 berserker. A much more healthy bunch of opponents for us to take on. Let us put in Braxtor and Dreknik. I want to send this 3rd group against them, actually, which means that these 2 can train. Sure, let's do that. Watch as I get absolutely pounded by the Berserker and his chums. Oh, my throat's getting a bit dry. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, we want to absolutely, you know, hit that Berserker. We want to hit someone. Anyone will do. There we go, lovely. Hey, Bone Golem, do your thing. Nice. Now, if we could find a good way to keep up our money, probably with the Lost Soul, that might be interesting. But for now, I'm not going to put a lot of stress on him, but these chaps, I think they could do with the stress. Hey, that's a buff or debuff. I see the buff or debuff. Here we go. There we go, in she goes. Quick for the kill, and he chucked an axe at her. What a horrid little man. We'll have to kill his friends and see if he likes it. He'll love it. Uh-oh. Flippin' heck. Okay, so here's what we do. We give her some blocks because she needs it. And we will rip and grip at him and pull him forwards. There we go. And then she will gnaw on an old bone. It's just a bite, you won't feel a thing. It's made of bone, you won't feel anything anyway. Actually, that's debatable. Yeah, stress damage? I'm not so sure. Wait, on fire? No, sure, yeah. Okay, everybody burn now!
Ooh, this one voided its bowels just as it died.
And with these 2 both capable of healing through their own mechanics, we can actually have some fun here. I mean, we're going to take a lot of damage while we do it. Ow! Alright, you know what to do. Extinguish those flames. And she needs a bite, but it's way too risky. Instead, she will go in for the kill.
This one into furniture.
Oh, we need to be in third place for corrosive cloud. Corrosive cloud would be something rather different, however. Hey, guess what? Every 8 missing vigor. I don't know if that's on him or the target. It used to be him, I think. Every vigor of a bone golem is missing, so it might very well be this. Right.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Didn't even heal him. Okay. Uh-oh. None! He took that on me. How low is his? Minus 13 attack. Oh, 1 to 3 damage? Right, that makes total sense. Okay. Munch. Yeah. Let's not destroy our own ally. And instead let it recover a lot of health. That's right. Vigor is the main stat to pump in bone golem. You must remember that. Perhaps it will gain a level from this fight and I'll be able to invest in it.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Let me see. A mere 2 points. I need 2 more. Somebody's getting leveled then. This is a level 9 brain. Somebody got leveled. Hey, look. About that level. There we go. And a bit of armor wouldn't hurt, I imagine. Or I could build towards blocks and walls. Yeah, that could actually be a fun thing to do. I'll take the armor for now, though. And in terms of a skill upgrade, self-destruct, 50% chance of resurrection off a battle ends, or an insane amount of damage. Well, I don't like the idea of using this skill, but I'll be back. I'll be back! Goes for Bone Golem. It would give him extra luck. And is he getting anything? No. He hasn't gone heavily luck just yet. Okay, so 1 for every 8, 1 for every 6, or higher base damage, is that? No, that's the same, just with a initiative boost. I can improve his initiative anyway. I don't feel the need to. So, yeah, I'll just go for Terminate.
I expect results.
Oh. Terminate, and I'll be back on the same minion. I didn't realise that. Okay. Our Lich also gained a level. Yeah, let's give him a bit of evasion. There we go. Alright, we have minions who have healed, minions who have not leveled. We should maybe send those into the next fight. Let's do some more minion healing. And... oh, cultists! Cultists, you are nice to us, cultists. You give us special toys. Elsinore, Braxtor. So, I was watching a video by another YouTuber who was doing the tutorial at the beginning for first level, and he tried to cast a spell on the skeleton, and the skeleton was of course immune to buffs. And I was saying in the last video how I don't think the skeleton's unique trinket means that he can receive buffs and is still immune to debuffs. And I was saying, I don't think I've got a lot of minions who give out that many buffs to my minions. And I was completely overlooking the fact that Iratus has spells. So let's absolutely go and do this. I would like my skeleton to have a special treat. An enchanted bone, which he becomes receptive to buffs, but still immune to debuffs. And with his magic bone, I should maybe try casting some spells on our dear skeleton here. Right, we have training. Let's go for these two. No. These two. There we go. Oh wait, which group did I should try buffing the skeleton. Oh, this will be an interesting enemy group. Let's go in there and find out some fun, shall we? So we have Dwarven Alchemist. Have to wait till his turn's over to get a proper look at them. They remind me of the Dwarven Alchemists from the Disciples series, who would use potions to make their allies stronger, or in the Disciples series, literally allow their allies to attack again. Right, you have a buff. You know what happens now, don't you? Oh, that's right. Speaking of buffs, I should absolutely be looking to buff my minions.
Rage released.
Oh, so that's interesting. The minus 12 luck is part of the buff, and not a debuff. That's intriguing. Let's shoot some dwarves.
Oh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
I wonder if spell power does add. I should have used her worship him skill possibly prior to doing that, because Iratus loves a little self-worship. That's nice, we're working him down. These alchemists also can throw harmful potions like flasks of burning oil and things like that, or explosive mixtures. I could have been acid, I'm not sure what it was. Hey, this is going to completely ignore blocks and armor. Get in there, my skeleton, with your buff and everything. Right, and we're going to use worship him, because she really is obsessed. She's like a crazy stalker in the undead form. Can we have some fun here? Yes, we can have some fun. Let's have some fun. Nice. Let's have even more fun. And the daft invader regains his vigor. Oh, the potion gave him a block and a ward? Wow, nice. Same for him, lovely. The zombie does what the zombie does best. The zombie loads his gun. Let's... Oh, wait, no. You know... The alchemists are becoming a bit more of a high priority target now, when you think about it. Although, I see a block, I see 3 buffs.
Ashes to ashes.
And I believe I even had a 5th attack left over. That worked a treat. Now, the alchemists have slightly less health than sanity, meaning stress attacks might be good against them. I say might, I don't rightly know just yet. And I should enjoy this increased spell power. Let's do that. Nice. Hey, you got buffs.
Being born was your first mistake.
Not anymore,
Opposing
says the
me?
skeleton.
Your last.
So critical hits seem to bypass blocks and boards, but it's not 100%. It's... sometimes they don't, but most of the time they do. I'm not sure if just bypassing armor or resistances is what critical hits normally do. It's bizarre. Let's take it. Okay, so he took some reasonable damage there, and that was nice. We need this extra slot. We don't need to buy them in order, but we need it all the same. let's put these two in for healing. And our Daft Invader appears to have more stat points. Oh, just 2. What can I do with 2 for him? Now, he can't receive critical hits, and he basically can't give them out unless I boost his luck. A mere 5 points, that's not very much. Oh, Freak could be up to 15, maybe? I don't know. What skill do I want to improve? I do like using Futile Hoax, and I can boost his resistance or his armor. Both of which would also improve his damage, for death comes for everyone, and we are nothing. So let's look at these. Every time there's 75, 75, so they're both good. They're both cases of what I want. I think I want a bit more physical damage, so there we go. Wait, receives a buff, receives a debuff. Ooh. This party doesn't debuff too much, enemies do buff themselves quite a bit, so we'll go for this one.
Get back to battle.
And this is a level 9 brain. Who would like a level 9 brain? I think the Lich would like a better brain. He's egotistical enough, so there we go. And while we're at it, here are some level 5 minions. She's the furthest away from leveling. Have a brain, my dear. Okay, lovely. Right, so bone shards. Random enemy ignores ward. 2 random enemies ally in the front position. He is capable of self-healing. He'd be doing a lot of attacking that way, but let's do it because it's interesting and an Iratus sort of thing to do. And because he likes his heavy damage, sure, why not? Okay, the mummy. A bit more accuracy wouldn't go amiss, but he also should be using his dread skills more often. So let's do that. Speaking of dread, that would be a fairly easy choice, wouldn't it? Does she even have an attack skill? Yes, she does! Okay then. It might actually happen at some point. In the meantime, however, no! The dwarfs don't move as much, and this group don't move the enemies around too much. So Absorb Fear might be really interesting, actually. 25, 20, 25 Wrath. Ooh, that would give her attack and increase her attack slightly. We can go heavy in on the fear.
Serve me well, my minion.
And also the Black Widow was gaining a level. So Spider Pack ignores armor. Oh, that ignores armor is actually really tempting. 2 targets would be... Look, 2 random targets is good, even though it's low damage. Okay. And we can ramp up her damage actually right now. Or give her a bit of... We'll give her a bit of resistance instead. The accuracy would also be good. Could also silk and pull with... 20% less damage, 40% less damage. Ignores ward, loses all block and ward. This is good. Also gives her evasion.
My enemies are in for a nasty
She can't level evasion. She literally can't level evasion, so that was a good choice. Okay. We have no one in training. Let's just pop these 2 in because they're part of the same team and it helps me keep track of everything and everyone. In terms of talents, what do we want? So, Relic Seeker would be possibly useful. It would improve the chance of gaining artifacts. Luck Potion would give all our minions luck so they get critical hits more often. Summon minions notwithstanding. Blood Curse is basically a way of getting extra vampires. It unlocks the vampires, and it's the actual way you get vampires. If you don't have a vampire unlocked, you need to use Blood Curse to get some vampires. The Fallen Dampier is also gained from enemies in a similar way. It would also lead to Conjure Shadows. So on a basic Shade, Banshee or Wraith. So that would be useful again in conjunction with the Lich. Sorrow used to be a level 1 talent, does stress damage to a target. This is a good spell. Under Ire, we would have Advanced Ballistics, give all our minions accuracy. Rites of Carnage. So, Amok and Rites of Carnage would cancel out the luck penalty from Amok. Okay. Frenzied Howling. We don't get up to 50 Wrath quite as often as I'd like, so I'm not sure this is the best choice. So I should. Right. Spine Bomb is also an excellent choice. You plop the Spine Bomb down at an enemy target position, and after a few rounds, it explodes. That enemy position still needs to exist, so if you put it in position 4 and then kill one of the enemies, you've only got 3 enemies, position 4 ceases to exist, the bomb goes poof. So you also often want to put it towards the front. Love my hands bloody. Iratus receives 50 Wrath after killing a target with a destruction spell. So that would be any of these. Hopefully including Spine Bomb. And then Volley of Spears. That's not a lot of... deals 25 physical damage. Additionally, deals 100% physical damage if the target is debuffed. Tricky, but doable. Likewise... there's something here that does extra... oh yeah. Extra damage if the target is on fire. Okay, good, it used to have to be stunned. I think I want to go for Sorrow for now.
I want to show you a little magic trick.
Excellent. And then we will go pick up these Digger's Souls, which we may use immediately if there are enough of them. I don't believe there are enough. What can we build with 76? Well, guess what? I think the time has come for another mummy to be embalmed.
Easier to make my enemies unlucky than being lucky myself.
There we go. Excellent. So next it would be nice to focus on the excavation or the dead lake. We should also work on the Abode of Wrath. It would be nice to get a third slot on one of these at one point, but I'm thinking one of these three would be our next best choice. What have we here? I think one more fight before I head off to bed. Let's go with this team. Sure, why not? Oh, that's going to be a problem. Right. This will get rid of the block.
Impale this wretch!
And indeed it does. Let's go for a psychotic scream. I didn't hear much of a scream. And there go her blocks. Yeah, we're going to run out our blocks and wards pretty quickly in this fight. Oh dear. Sorry, it is like pushing 6 in the morning at the moment. Well, about 5:30 in the morning. Even so. Oof. I should have recorded earlier, but there was something else going on. Hey, let's do some stress damage. So, we're setting her up in her riposte stance again and hoping that it works. Excellent. Excellent.
This will be your end.
just adjust himself there afterwards? It looked like he did. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not good. Oh, well, should we get a return soon? It was tempting to try and finish him off, but it didn't quite feel worth it. I probably should have done. Oh, I really should have done it. That's what I think it is. Oh no, it wasn't the healing one. Good! Wonderful. Oh, no blood first? That's bad. Oh well. We'll do some damage instead. And we'll start with all the stress all over again because it's fun! And then we get a rather different kind of fun. The kind where we might be about to lose a vampire very soon.
That burgeoning hope disgusts me.
Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? Right. And we don't even have a vampire spell. Oh, wonderful! Because we really needed that. Well, now we'll have to work that little bit harder, won't we? You know, I was wanting to experiment with the blood phantasm. Although losing that vampire with those trinkets is really going to hurt. Oh, this is actually going to be a bit challenging, isn't it? Might take some serious damage here. Okay, so it looks like stress is the way to go. Oh my goodness. It's the way to go here. Then again, good old magic damage seems to have done a nice little job as well. Let's not complain just yet. Oh, hello. We get to use Misleading Beauty, and we don't get to do that very often. It's magical damage, so we don't need to worry about his blocks.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
We really need to improve the Lost Soul's durability. And actually, I would like to have that vampire back for the end of the level, so I am probably going to be looking to grab a replacement, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because of all of the levelling that will need to be done, and oh, that's really bad for us. Because that, that just hurts way too much. Losing 2 minions in one go is potentially crippling for this team.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Well, we got the mutant claw back. Oh, that is really painful. I mean, straight up, that... ouch. You know, that is really nasty. We got a level 7 brain and a level 8 brain. Okay, we can do this. Alright. So we need a lost soul.
There are many foes for you to play with.
Vampire. Oh, wait. I'm thinking of the wrong dungeon level. It's not this level I want these for. But I should be leveling them anyway. And I should take a little time and think on it. No, I shouldn't. She's going to want a bit of health, a bit of damage. I would say a bit of evasion, but actually, give her a block. Right. Going for the critical hit. And then... 20. Sure, we can go for more luck, because it's silly.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
Right, for healing. We want... probably this one? Yes, this one, because it'll give them a health as
I
well.
expect results.
And then let's take... that one. And we'll actually just get one of each of those. Yeah. Alright, and then our zombie got to level as well. Right. Give him the damage. Okay, I think that's a good point to leave it for this episode. What have we got coming up ahead? Now we can go open that. Let's open the box. Ooh, Enchanted Heart. At the start of each round, the minion restores 5% of its maximum vigor. That would be very good for the vampire or the bone golem. Nails of Pain. Increases critical damage dealt by 20%. Reduces critical damage received by 20%. That would be good for, again, the bone golem. Not the skeleton, actually. Boiling Blood we already have. I kind of want to go with this, actually.
Toss it with the rest.
Because I have a funky idea called Let's Give This to the Lost Soul. Yeah, I know, it's not the best name for a funky idea, but it'll do. So now, I think we really will end the episode. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio!